Many people see Part 8 as a modern day Diamond is Unbreakable, so who is the Shigechi of JoJolion, you may ask? Good old Joshu, the person everyone absolutely despises. I don't really mind what people think of this character, but there are some people who believe he isn't just a bad character, he's a badly written one. This is where I have to jump in, as while I've been reading JoJolion for the second time, I've picked up a lot of things about this character that's allowed me to see him in a different light. So, without further ado, let's have a look at Joshu Higashikata. His first appearance has him coming across as annoying and possessive towards Yasuo, and based off of this first impression, some people may think that his gimmick is the fact that he hates the protagonist. However, there is a pretty good reason for this and his initial actions beyond the fact that Josuke stole his girl. If we look at his circumstances, he comes from a very rich family and is the middle child. Stereotypically, the middle child normally doesn't have the best experiences in a family, and that would seem to be evident with the Higashikatas. He isn't adored by Norisuke like Jobin or Daya, and his concerns seem to be ignored. This is seen early in Part 8, where he's given money by his father so he doesn't cause a fuss with Josuke. We can't entirely blame Norisuke for not having time for Joshu, as he's got a lot of people to take care of in the household, but it would seem that if there's been something Joshu's wanted, he's gotten it. As a result, he sees Yasuo as another one of these possessions of his, and he gets pretty damn frustrated when things don't go his way. Josuke's just lying there naked, Joshu gets the wrong idea, and immediately despises the protagonist as he's seen as an obstacle in the way of what he wants. Now Joshu is in the wrong for sure, but part of the problem definitely seems to come from how he was raised, and I like how we see a deeper reason for his attitude that isn't just shoved in our face. One of my biggest complaints with early JoJo is how a character's backstory or development is normally shoved on you all at once during pivotal moments, and I appreciate JoJolion letting us unravel Joshu's personality for ourselves. The neglect he experiences intensifies when Josuke comes into the family, and it's kind of hard to blame Joshu for not liking him too much. In the family photo, Josuke ends up taking his usual spot, and it seems like a literal and metaphorical way to emphasize the replacement that Joshu feels that Josuke is. The family seems to love him, and initially even Jobin takes a shine to him. The situations where Joshu is ignored may not seem like anything major, but Joshu has a way of commenting on these situations and having certain expressions that make me believe he does take these things to heart. And while he is spoiled, he starts to become a bit more self-aware as the story develops. He seems to be aware of his shortcomings, and I believe it's only a matter of time until we see some real attempts in redeeming this character from Araki. In all honesty, I think his attitude at times is just the way he knows to express himself. For example, this scene confused the hell out of everyone, but given context, it seems Joshu is just trying to get her out of the house, which is fair enough. He can certainly be an asshole at times, but he isn't exactly the scum of the earth. Bearing this in mind, I believe we're on the cusp of something great here. I could end up being completely wrong about this in, say, a year's time, but I think we're going to eventually see Joshu redeem himself in an epic fashion. His stance seems to be developing in tandem with his personality, and when this moment does happen, it should be a wild ride. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you later.